you have a Kiker forest, means you are not only killing the native vegetation, but you are taking away a lot of water from your areas.
40% of the tiger reserves are now invaded by Lantana camara.
कोई इसे मक्का मोना कहता है, कोई इसे काला बांस कहता है, लेकिन आज की डेट में ये हम लोगों के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा संकट हो गया है।
Lantana camara, Mexican devil, and Keekar are among the invasive plants that are the biggest threat to India's biodiversity. Invasive plants impact agricultural yield. In forests, they don't allow local species to grow and flourish.
When you look at the forest, you have top canopy, middle story, understory, and ground vegetation. And that Prosopis juliflora or Vilayati Kiker creates top canopy. And then you have, on the ground, you have Lantana, which creates another problem. British brought them from Mexico and other places. Similarly, if you see Parthenium, another serious herbaceous weed, which produces thousands of seeds in one time. It came with the wheat earlier in 70s or 60s, when we were getting wheat from outside for our own survival. Those weeds has brought these weeds, and which is not creating a problem to the forest floor only, but now it is havoc in agriculture field.
This Parthenium, these flowers, the spores of these flowers, the pollen, they just disperse to the air, and they also cause many skin allergies as well as asthma to people who are sensitive. And this plant is also toxic to cattle.
Lantana camara was selected for use as an ornamental plant in the 17th and 18th centuries. It has spread from its native Central and South America to about 50 countries, where it has become an invasive species.
Because of Lantana, a lot of many native species which were had very economical benefits, they are not able to grow. And so many amount, there's a huge economic cost associated to management of Lantana in the entire country.
This is another exotic tree and one of the top invaders of our ecosystem, the Keekar.
Kiker is a very unfortunate part of our forestry, and we need to kick the Kiker ASAP. Unfortunately, we have not decided it. Since this is a hardy species, we thought that without any support it grows very well. And when you look at the pods, it doesn't require any support. Seeds germinates its own. Leaves never convert into humus. When you look at the roots, it emits chemical. It drinks lot more water. The water budget of this tree is very, very bad. So therefore, if you have a Kiker forest, means you are not only killing the native vegetation, but you are taking away a lot of water from your areas. So probably Delhi is suffering, not because human beings only, but probably abnormal and obnoxious weed, what you call as Prosopis juliflora.
Invasive species are a major problem, not only in the plains but also in the mountains. They have become a threat to the mountains' biodiversity due to climate change.
एक समय ऐसा था कि जब चीड़ लगाओ अभियान चलाए गए थे बहुत बड़े रूप में, लेकिन ये हमारा फेलियर है कि हम किसी भी चीज़ को सही ढंग से नियोजित नहीं कर पाते, किसी को सही ढंग से मैनेज नहीं कर पाते। आज चीड़ एकाएक उसकी वृद्धि इतनी तेज़ी से हो गई कि वो हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ा संकट हो गया है। और पहाड़ों में देखा जाए, अगर जल सूखने का सबसे बड़ा कारण है तो आज की डेट में चीड़ भी है। चीड़ यही नहीं, उसकी जड़ें जल तो सोखती हैं, साथ ही साथ जो उसकी पत्तियाँ हैं वो बहुत ज़्यादा ज्वलनशील होती हैं। जहाँ भी चीड़ होगा वहाँ साल में लगभग 4-5 बार आग लगेगी, और वो आग भी जो है हमारी जो भी मिट्टी है उसकी नमी खत्म कर रही है।
The Mexican devil, which is commonly called calabash in Uttarakhand, is also becoming a threat to the Himalayan forest.
कोई इसे मक्का मोना कहता है, कोई इसे काला बांस कहता है, लेकिन आज की डेट में ये हम लोगों के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा संकट हो गया है। ये ना तो चारे के काम आता है, कि एक खासियत ये होती है अगर हम इसे ऐसे भी छोड़ दें, अभी ऐसे छोड़ दें तो 2-3 दिन बारिश होगी या थोड़ी सी नमी रहेगी, वो यहाँ यहीं पे जम जाएगा। ये नमी को सबसे ज़्यादा सोखता है।
As per data, 173 species of invasive alien plants are in India. These include the most serious invasives such as Alternanthera phylaxurides, Cassia uniflora, Chromoleana odorata, Ecornia crassipes, Lantana camara, Parthenium histophorus, Prosopis juliflora, and others. The entry of invasive alien species into the ecology not only possesses a threat to indigenous species, but is also adversely impacting the entire ecosystem.
The native species are present in such numbers, they do not dominate the entire landscape. And when the native species are there, they are with the other associate species, find a community. Whereas an exotic species is one which eliminates and then it is represented in abundance.
There are many factors which you call as ecology, functions of a development and regeneration of a forest with particular species. So they are native. Usually you protect forest not to see green cover, but it gives you ecological goods and services. What is that ecological goods and services? In terms of solution for pollution, in terms of what you call improving water quality and quantity, in terms of what you call diluting pathogen. If you have a complex ecosystem, that would only be created through native species, and then pathogens can get diluted within the system. So therefore, these are the importance of native species. If invasive species you get, the plant-animal interaction reduces drastically, and therefore quality of ecosystem reduces and functionality goes away, and therefore it's just a green cover, nothing else.
To control invasive species, it is important to ensure that new weed species or parts of vegetatively breeding plants are not introduced into a new area. And early detection and eradication of invasive species is the most economical and effective means of invasive plant management.